Hey yo, it's time to roar, get loud, let's ignite. Jeremy B in the house, we keeping it tight. Every weekday at 11, we ready to ride. Lions Talk Live, come and join the pride. Waking up early, it's that morning grind. Tune in to the show, leave the troubles behind. Jeremy B's the king, with the voice like thunder. Every word he spits, it's a lyrical wonder. Got the lions around, sharp and fierce. When we hear one pride, you can't help but feel your heart pierce. Talking all the topics, keep it real, keep it raw. With a lion's mentality, we're ready for the roar. One pride, it feels right. Jeremy B bringing the heat, morning light. Every weekday at 11, we taking flight. Lions Talk Alive, yeah, we ready to bite. One pride, hear us loud. Jeremy's in the zone, making us proud.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
That's right. It is the NFL Roundtable Talks. I am your host, Smokin' Jeremy B. This is my longest running program on my channel. I've been doing this ever since I started. And let me introduce our guests. We got Will Vogel. We got Megan, the Aussie 12 go-karter. We got the villain, Keegan Eckert. We got the dirty Dom from out of the mean streets of Livonia. We got B.A., podcast brewster extraordinaire and podcast horror, and Jamie Malloy from Bill's Mafia here.
Where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
Amen. And look who we got here. It's the one, the only Smoking Dad.
Already.
Dom, come on, Dom. You could jack.
Good evening, Yenzer. Yenzer, I got to send you a link. Give me just a second.
Yeah,
Dom's too cool for that.
I think Mike McCarthy's a jagwagon, even though he's a Steelers fan.
Yes, Jamie.
The Bills cut Diggs today, didn't they?
The Patriots did.
We're gonna get into
We traded. We traded.
We're gonna get into all that. It's in the topics, guys.
Jamie, that made my night so much better.
The Hall of Fame milk carton. That's cool, Michael.
Hey, you can say what you want. Mike McCarthy is at least is a Super Bowl winning coach. That's better than anything we've had in the Lions.
Michael Edwards, I'm dairy free, so you
Or
can
the Panthers.
It's Pittsburgh's first offensive-minded coach, I think, in franchise history.
You got that right.
I just want to say to Michael Edwards, I'm dairy free, so I'm not on the milk carton. Just saying.
Yes, you are. You're still stuck with
Don't
us.
you gotta jump?
Yeah, you're stuck with it. You're on a
Don't
milk
you got a
carton.
table?
Stop.
Robbie replied, "Don't you got a table to jump through, Jamie?"
I'm at the new stadium now. Luckily, the field's grass, not turf. I can land on the grass.
You guys ever see the interview with Gronk?
Almond milk cartons, the wonderful Megan. All right, so let's get into it. First and foremost, we found out less than 2 hours ago that the great college coach Lou Holtz passed away. Rest in peace, Lou Holtz.
Rest in peace.
He was saving before saving. Oh, you got the peanut allergy, huh, Megan?
No, not a peanut allergy. Just don't like allergic.
I'm not
to
even gonna go
almonds and
there.
Michael.
He also
allergic-
didn't cheat.
Go ahead, Jamie.
Jamie's milk carton photo, of course, is only his forehead and hairline.
It's okay, Jamie. No worries, buddy. Look.
Don't worry, Jamie. At least you get a good photo.
Then he threw the Super Bowl gift in.
I don't think that's mathematically possible to miss the table wide.
No. What? There you. Well, no. You know, he'll hit the table with his forehead. That's what he'll do.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Listen here, Bills fan.
It's gonna be a swan dive.
Kansas City missed the playoffs.
So let's get into this. The free agency countdown intensifies because the legal tampering window opens on March 9th, which is quickly approaching. That's in 5 days. And with official signings beginning March 11th at 4 p.m. The free agent frenzy starts that day. You know they start coming out with the news before it even hits. Patriots are releasing Stefon Diggs after just one season. They say it's one of the week's biggest shocks, but after what he's accused of, and they issued the arrest warrant now, is it really that big of a shock, Will?
You know what? No, and you know what? He led that team in receiving and other stuff. But you know what? What he did off the field just deserves for someone to get cut. Because this guy, number one, he's past his prime. Number two, number one, what he did off the field was horrible. Horrible stuff. Number two, he passed his prime.
Allegedly until he's convicted.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And I wouldn't be surprised if somehow a team gives him like a 1-year flyer and says, okay, we're going to give you a 1-year flyer just to see what goes on. But yeah, not surprised because they want to get younger and younger.
Megan?
Yeah, not surprised. Surprised it took a little longer than I thought. I thought it would have been done after the Super Bowl myself, but yes, with these allegations, no surprise.
Keegan?
All I know is if I'm a Patriots fan, I'm pissed. And that's it.
I think they're getting receiver first round.
Okay. Dom?
Rumor has it he tried to impregnate his termination paperwork.
Okay, we're there. It only took us to Dom to get there, but we are there, gentlemen.
BA?
Yeah, I think this was a pretty good way of doing things for the Patriots. They got underneath everything before everything got out of hand. Without disrespecting Stefon Diggs, just in case they might want to bring him back. It's always that kind of thing going on too. Don't want to burn the bridges there. And they're kind of looking at the Indianapolis receiver. What's his name, John?
Antonio Pierce.
Pierce. There you go.
Alec Pierce.
Alex Pierce. That's it.
Alec Pierce,
Pierce. Yeah.
Jamie?
Well, for Robbie's comment saying, which I won't repeat. Well, according to his girlfriend, he should bring a bucket and a mop for that. But anyway, move on.
What the heck?
His girlfriend is Cardi B.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have like 3 other broads pregnant right now?
Yeah, there's been all sorts of paternity suits coming up.
But-
4 of them, I think,
guess what,
outside of
as a-
Cardi B.
I'll get serious though. I'll answer the question. I did my humor part. Now to answer the question as formally as I can. Yes, I do believe. Robbie, you keep cracking me up. Anyway, I believe. I think it was absolutely. Hey, the Bills fans could complain that we haven't had a receiver since him, but this just further proves that we got rid of we knew something ahead of time before the Patriots did. So there's a reason why we traded him for a 2nd-round pick and went with the everybody eats mentality.
May I ask something? Tyreek Hill and Stefon Diggs. What the fuck is wrong with you? You had 2 beautiful women. You decided to impregnate everybody but them.
Jeremy, it's like Robin Williams used to say, God gave men 2 heads and only blood enough to run one at a time.
And they got to fight gravity.
Yeah.
Not as cruel to the situation. They just like the fuck. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love
do it
Robin
wrong.
Williams.
Stefon Diggs like WAP way more than just Cardi B's. That's the problem.
Yeah.
One head is bigger than the other. I'll leave it to your imagination. No, let's not. We've already gone there.
No.
We've already gone there. Let's not.
Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes are reportedly in a paper, rock, scissors war for the rights to have first dibs at signing Alec Pierce from the Colts. He will end up with one of those 2 teams. I think he ends up with the Bills because I think 100% Tyreek Hill ends up in KC.
I do too.
Yep, that's very possible.
When's he even going to be healthy and play though? Like he just in the last 2 weeks, he was finally walking without a crutch.
Right. It's amazing that as soon as he found out he's a release, he didn't need the crutch anymore.
Oh, isn't it remarkable how that happened?
It's a miracle. It's a
It's
miracle.
on the ball.
Hallelujah.
I'm surprised he even needed a crutch. Didn't he have a third leg?
Oh my
really?
god.
Are you jealous, BA?
And then-
Just asking.
And then after Demo clowned the reporter saying, "Damn, Demo told you that?" Monday we wake up and hear the Texans have traded for David Montgomery, sending us offensive lineman Juice Scruggs, a 4th round pick, and next year's 7th round pick.
Bring on the juice.
Houston is just hoarding all of the old running backs
Well, just wait. Just wait.
to
It
go
gets
behind
better.
their shitty O line.
Because then the Texans turn around and deal Tytus Howard to Cleveland for a 5th round pick, and they extend him for $63 million over 3 years immediately.
Wow.
So
Okay.
they're two guards, and Juice Scruggs had to play center because of an injury early in the season. In the preseason, their center got injured, so he played for 10 weeks, 377 snaps. He did give up 25 pressures, but 0 sacks.
Okay. Okay.
Tytus Howard was the only guard that was healthy all season. And so they traded away the people that had the lion's share of the snaps off the old line.
Mm-hmm.
They had the least amount of sacks on the old line combined.
Mm-hmm.
Make this make sense because they gave up more sacks than every other team in the league.
They're probably going to
It
be
doesn't make
drafting
sense.
linemen.
2 years ago, the Texans had, like, historically, statistically, one of the 5 worst O lines in football. And then this past year, it wasn't much better.
Here's the bad part. I feel sorry for Monty. And for one reason. Yes, he got out of Detroit. He went to the place that he told them early in the offseason, if he was to be traded, he wanted to go. He literally said he wanted to go to Houston because watching you on my TV. That's awesome, Nick. Good to see you, Yoli.
So what were you saying?
So he goes there, but last year, that O-line, 100%, was the worst O-line in run protection in EVA. They were 32nd in the league. In other words, Woody Marks, who was supposed to be a sleeper running back pick, according to everybody, struggled to gain average 4 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Monty struggled here, and we were a 23rd ranked O-line overall in the run game.
Monty was still 4.5 per carry.
I know, but compared to he is what he is. He does get that, and you know how many fewer touches he had than last season, running wise. 15.
I was going to say not as many as a lot of people think.
He only had 15 less touches than the year before. The difference was the O-line.
Yeah. No holes up the middle for him.
That wasn't the only difference, but that's one of the differences.
But guess what? Whoever we get as our RB2, I hope he can pass block. I love Jahmyr Gibbs. He can't pass block for shit.
And that was even more evident after Brock Wright and Sam Laporta went down for the season. After those two were out, the run game suffered more and the pass blocking suffered more. Yet we still managed to average our 34 points a game, whatever it was, or 31, whatever we did. We still averaged over 30 points a game. We were good for 5th in scoring. So we weren't that horrible as everybody thinks on offense. We just weren't as complete because the O-line was dog shit.
You weren't winning. That's the whole purpose of that whole situation. I don't care if you're scoring 30 points a game. You better be winning them games. You should be winning those games. You're scoring 30 points. That tells you a lot right there.
Well, when your third down conversion goes from top 5 in the league to bottom 5, that's a huge discrepancy. When your 4th down conversion goes from best in the league to middle of the league, That's a big discrepancy. We were first in fourth down conversion rate last year in the 2024-25 season. In the 25 season, we were 18th.
And that's
Yeah,
mostly
that's
contributed to the
huge.
interior offensive line. That's what that is. But I also want to say that the fact that the change of the coordinators didn't help Monty either. Monty's production, not that he got a lot of carries with Morton, but he got a lot more feasible carries with Morton than he got with Dan run the offense. So you could see how far out that JMO's yards went compared to anybody else. So that was another issue. And I think that Demo had a point that he wasn't getting out. I just don't like this narrative that they're trying to put on him. Like I want to go because I'm no, he wanted to get carries. That's what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And Dan wasn't the one doing it for him. That's the point. And I think that's what pissed Dan off, because he came out and said something like that. And Dan is petty like that. I'm telling you, he's a petty guy. And if he says, if a player's out there saying, oh, well, I'm not doing this or I'm not doing that, I'm not getting this, I'm not getting that, I'd like to have this, then they're going to ship him out. That's all there is to it, because you're not conforming with the head coach wants you to do. That's all there is to it. That's petty.
Jamie, what's your take on it?
I think BA hit it right on the nose. If you're going to you can't disrespect any coach in this league. And it doesn't, and especially a tough guy like Dan Campbell. You're not most of those arguments. You're going to lose the battle and the war when you're arguing with him.
So, as much to our chagrin, trading him prior to the draft and prior to June 1st actually only saved like $1.9 million in cap.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest part of our cap room, I will get to right after this. Dom, what is your take on the whole Monty thing? Are you right there with BA?
I mean, I don't know. Like, it sucks that trading him didn't give us more cap relief, but he kind of had to go. And unless we were going to miraculously fix the O-line in one off season, which sadly I don't think we do, it wasn't going to be much better for him. Although Petzig allegedly was like super excited about him. So he's probably pissed. But don't worry. 2 words.
There's more.
James Conner.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think I hope we don't bring him in, because that guy every other year is hurt.
Yeah, he can stay healthy.
Keegan.
And the Lions ain't going to do nothing during free agency. They're not.
Keegan.
I'm kind of the opposite. We've kind of known Monty the past few years. He doesn't complain, and he doesn't complain publicly. That I'll let me know before he could complain off the field. And I just feel like it's a good move because we have Gibbs and Monty's just not going to be a running back one here, and I think he wants to be. He can go do that. He can go do that in Houston.
Megan?
I agree with Jamie. You don't want a destabilizing force in your team that's going to butt heads with your head coach. Disappointing, because I've always liked David Montgomery as a Lion, but if he's going to be clashing 24/7, 365 with your head coach, you don't need that as a team. So yeah, surprised that he's only saved you just under $2 million for the cap. I thought it would have been a little higher than that.
Well,
but
he was making less than $8 million a year. That's why it's so low.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And he's only in the second year of that contract. It would have been
a
lot more after June 1st, and even more if we did it next year.
Yeah. So that surprised me that it was so low. But no, I'm with Jamie. You don't want a destabilizing force. And yeah, if he's going to clash heads, you got to get him out of there. Houston was a little surprising because there was talk he was going to come to us, and then we said no or something. I don't remember exactly that. So yeah, I wish him the best. I'll keep an eye on him in Houston because I love him.
All right. Will?
I'm with B.
All right. That's simple.
Short for the point, Will.
Well, I just want to clear that sentence up. I don't think it was the fact that this is what I'm trying to say. Monty never complained a whole bunch, but when you don't get carries and you're part of a two-back duo, which has been extraordinary in the years that they've played, you got to speak up. Okay, I'm sorry. As a player, you have to speak up. And there's what I'm talking about, the pettiness of Dan. Dan does petty stuff. He's been doing it. He does it to Ben Johnson. He does it to the rest of the NFC North. He's been doing this. The thing is that if he even doesn't like the content that's coming out of Montgomery's camp, that's the whole situation. And he's going to screw this whole, well, he don't want to be here. And I don't think that had anything to do with Monty. I think Monty just wanted to be the same Monty that was with Jahmyr Gibbs in the previous year before. What they need to do is fix the offensive line. By fixing that offensive line is going to cure a whole bunch of things. And I tell you, this is also going to create another hole for the Lions to fill. You're not going to find another running back like Monty. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen right now.
Much as I hate to say it, running back is actually the easiest position to replace in the draft.
Really? How?
There's a few good ones in
Actually,
the
no,
draft
it's not.
this
It's
year.
receiver. But anyway, the point is running back is hard because you can't find somebody that has the superlatives that Monty has. And that's what you need to do to replace him. If you're going to let him go, you better have somebody that's going to come in here and do the same thing he did with Jahmyr Gibbs in the first place. Because if you give it to Jahmyr Gibbs, I'm sorry.
He's not a horse.
He's not a horse. He's a small running back. He'll get hurt. You keep running him like that, and he didn't do any better than Monty did. Let's face it. He did better a little bit, but he didn't do that much better than Monty on his own as far as the offensive line concerned later in the year. So
71 yards a game.
See, he's not a 70. He needs to be 100-yard back. 71 ain't.
Anywho. And Yenzer said that it looks like the Steelers are letting Kenny Gainwell walk. And he goes, I feel really stupid. Sorry now, McGovern. I thought you were Michael Edwards. You both look alike. I think he's talking about you, BA, because he does look similar to you, but Michael Edwards is usually in the dark. But anyways, and the Lions cut Graham Glasgow on Tuesday, clearing $5.5 million in cap. And you can tell by the reaction of Dom and Keegan, and BA didn't react at all, but we all knew it was coming.
Good riddance.
I have no idea who that.
Well, that's a guy they should get rid of.
As a Seahawks fan, I have no clue who that is, so I'm just going to respectfully stay out of this part of the conversation.
I don't
he
think
was-
he was.
He was the revolving door at center we had last year.
Literally.
Yeah.
For lack of a better term. All right.
And
Well,
I wanted
Does
to
that insult? Hang on, Jeremy. Does that insult the revolving door, as you've
No.
said it?
Not at all.
I
perfect
honestly
definition
have
of
no
it.
idea. I'm not.
If
being
you look
funny,
at
but I
revolving
have
door,
no
you'll see
clue
Graham
who that is.
Glasgow in there.
I
And
have
then right
no
behind
idea.
him is a picture of Tristan Cologne.
I honestly, I'm not trying to be funny, fellas. I have no
I know.
idea who that is.
We're
You're
being
good. You're
funny
good.
though about our
Yeah,
two
no, you're
centers that
doing
played
fine.
last year. Will, what's your take on the
I just
Glasgow
wanted
thing?
to touch on it real quick. I wanted to say he wasn't guaranteed, in my opinion, to make the roster even.
All right. So Megan, you have no clue because you made your comment already. Keegan?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just going to sit out of this one, JB.
As a Michigan fan,
Evan
Hey,
Neal,
I
he was
hate-
a Seahawk, right?
Hang on,
One sec.
Keegan.
as a Michigan fan, I hate to see him go. But as a Lions fan, hallelujah. Also,
go ahead.
he got
Yeah.
pushed.
Goodbye,
He got pushed
Graham
back in the
Glasgow.
depth chart with Juice Scruggs coming in.
Well, Juice Scruggs was barely ranked better than him by PFF. But at the same time, I agree with you. Dom, you said good riddance, Graham Glasgow, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
goodbye.
BA?
Yeah, it was time for Graham to go. Because it's just, he's
What the
he's
heck?
done.
Somebody's
Jeremy,
blowing the nose trumpet up there. But anyways,
Jeremy,
Jamie.
That was
Megan.
Sorry, I thought I was muted. My bad, but yeah, that's what I think of that Lions play. And my favorite animal is elephants. So there's that. Sorry, I thought it was something you JB. My mistake.
Jamie,
Okay, sweet.
you kind of expected this after the performance we had out of Graham Glasgow last year too, correct? For the Lions.
Yeah, and like I said, the most important position I think on your O line besides the tackle spot is the center, and you cannot have a revolving door at that position on the O line. The center's the one that's hiking the ball to your QB. So
you gotta have consistency. You are
calling out
absolutely
the
correct, Jamie.
protections, etc.
Right. And then right after we hear the news about Graham Glasgow being cut, we get the shocking news out of the other team in the NFC North. Bears Pro Bowl center Drew Dahlman retires at 27 years old right after getting his big contract with Chicago last year.
Yeah.
Jamie, what's your thoughts on that?
It's sad that he's we're at this day and age where he's retiring young, but if he's got something going on beyond football, and remember, these guys are human beings, and maybe he thinks maybe he's got mental, maybe he wants to take care of his mental health so that, like, if he gets out of football, he doesn't end up being diagnosed with CET or, sadly, takes his own life. Like we've seen that with young athletes today who have so many problems because they just get bombarded by people who don't understand that they've got, even though they've got families like you and I do, and even though they're millionaires, they're still trying to put food on the table for whoever is in their family.
Right. BA?
Oh, boy, Chicago. Remember last year when Ragnow retired, they were making fun of us. Ragnow retired. No. Okay.
Karma's a bitch.
Right. Karma is a mother.
Don't forget.
Yeah, if I had to move to Indiana, I would retire.
The Gary Care Bears still could happen.
I didn't bring my
What's their
cabbage
logo
out.
again, Jeremy? What's their logo?
Oh, let me load
I
it
didn't
back
bring
up.
My
The
mom's
Hammond
on the sink,
Grizzlies?
Jeremy. I forgot to bring
Wait,
it.
They're
what?
still going to be
Oh,
called
that's a good
Chicago.
one.
They're not changing the name. They said
Megan,
it.
what?
The Gary Care Bears is the
The Care Bears.
Yeah, because it's within the mileage limit, but I think they should call it this.
Gary Care Bears.
I know.
Great uniform, too.
Caleb in the middle.
Wait a minute. Wait, is that Caleb Williams with the?
I was going to say, thank
with
you,
the-
Yeah,
Jamie.
he's
Caleb
the
Williams
one with the
with
pom-poms.
in his hands.
Jamie,
Yes.
Totally Caleb
Jamie,
Williams.
you stamped on my line. That was my next question. Caleb there at the front.
I'm happy Jamie hit it. Yes, Jamie.
Yeah,
yes.
Jamie, it's
All right.
right on my
That's
line.
funny as shit, Dom. Laugh.
And I've got the Care Bear. I got 2 Care Bear mugs on the sink. that
I
can
can't
put in
laugh.
the
They
fridge.
won the
unfortunate.
goddamn division.
Yeah, we beat them twice, though, so it don't make a difference. I could care less.
See,
Still
there he
the
is, getting
bubble.
ready to get
There
into
he
his Care Bear uniform.
You have to do that, JB. You have to do that.
Oh, all right. BA, what's your take on it?
Didn't
Dahlman
you say-
Oh, I
retiring.
gave you my take.
Okay,
No, you've
Dom.
done it already.
Yeah.
My thing is, I haven't heard anything about why he's retiring. Like, he's 27. Ragnow was like what, 30 plus, and he's
No,
had
he
a
was
bunch
28.
of injuries. Oh,
He was
really?
28.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yes.
Ragnow at least, like, he had 1 or 2. What was it? His toe or something? Toe, foot. Like, Ragnow has a chronic injury that was not getting any better, and you and me and anyone else that has been paying attention, like, I was not that shocked when Ragnow retired.
No, because he
Dahlman,
had
I don't know what it is.
what it is. With Ragnow, he had an inoperable foot, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His toe.
Yeah. Keegan, what's your take on Drew Dahlman retiring?
Well, I think Jamie hit it on the head. Also, for joke purposes, I'd be very too if I knew Swift was coming back.
Touche.
And he's not even the
May-
famous Swift in the NFL, the most famous Swift in the NFL, DeAndre Swift.
I know you love Caleb Williams, Megan, but on this show we are in one mode right now.
No. I definitely don't know too. I do have Caleb's rookie.
Hey, wait a minute. Why is he fucking the toilet seat?
Because that's their logo.
Chicago's a toilet, okay?
That's
I have to
unhealthy.
explain
Don't
that
make
to
fun
you,
of
sir.
Caleb Williams. He's
I thought
the
you
best
knew.
number 18 the Bears have had a quarterback since Kyle Orton.
Don't you know what
He wore 18.
that toilet seat cover represents? That's Soldier Field before they added on.
I
For the
do,
kids
and I
at
do
home,
have
For the
I
kids
do
at
have
home,
Caleb-
do not try that.
Hang on.
Okay, do not try
I
that.
do
I
have-
think that's been the
I
whole
do have
leadership of
Caleb's
Chicago
song.
for 20
Still
years.
the smallest stadium in the NFL. Or maybe Ben Johnson is just a killer of centers.
I don't
I
have a
mean,
crush
well,
on
his
him.
name is Bend Over
Jamie,
Johnson. That's why we
wait.
call him that.
Jamie, I'm
That's
trying
why
to
we call him
answer
Bend
two
Over
questions.
Johnson.
He did
No,
bend
I
over
don't
last
have a
year
crush.
twice for Dan Campbell.
Yes, you did.
Nick, no, I don't have a crush on Caleb Williams, but I have a signed USC mini helmet on my shelf, signed the year he.
I got you. He the year he won the
he
Heisman.
played for the draft because
Right.
I'm a
Won the
USC fan.
Heisman.
Secondly, 27 is way too young to retire, but I'm with Jamie. If there's an underlying mental condition or something that's stopping him enjoy the game,
That until you hear from Drew Dahlman, I don't want to assume anything. It
yeah,
could be
I
family
don't want to
issues.
assume anything.
It
but
could be a family issues. It could be the old irresistible force versus the immovable object CTE problem. Because
yes,
you're
that's what
talking
I'm
about a
saying.
center who takes more hits on his helmet trying to block defensive tackles than anybody else.
Yeah, and that I agree with what Jamie was saying about the mental side. It could, I haven't heard anything more than he's retiring. My first
Right.
reaction was 27 is way too young to retire, but we don't know the full story, and I think it does him a disservice to say, oh, it's without knowing.
So
And
with
the
him
centers
getting
take more hits than Tua does because Tua played football.
Tua Tundabaoba.
Tua played football.
Yeah, Tua play football. Anyways, let's get back to the real thing. Will, what's your take?
Yeah, it's sad. 27 is young, but hopefully it's nothing too serious where it's like a brain, your CTE or something bad. So hopefully it's nothing too concerning.
I have a Heisman winner's signature too.
Yeah, no, but Nick asked me if this was the
I like
year
this one a lot better.
Yeah, I do
This-
too. Caleb shouldn't have
Hang
won
on.
that Heisman.
This was the
Barry
this
Sanders?
was the this
Yes.
was signed the year he declared for the draft.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
So
That's
I
still
hope that answers.
unfortunate, Megan.
I hope that answers your question, Nick.
It doesn't.
does.
It's an
It does.
unfortunate. helmet.
No, it does. It's not
Well,
an
it might be
helmet.
unfortunate for you, but I just got one thing to say to you.
Unfortunately, I
Will.
got DeRondre
Robbie.
Swift on this.
Who do you have?
Ginger.
Is that Barry Sanders too?
No, this is DeAndre Swift.
Oh,
No.
That's his
Oh, burn it.
Did anybody
Oh,
see
hell no, I'm
Ginger's
not burning no
comment?
line stuff. I
I'm
might
just
etch
kidding.
it out.
Huh?
Maybe get Barry Sanders action.
So the other thing that we heard, and it broke today just before I went live at noon at 11:53 a.m., Adam Schefter posted that Trent McDuffie of the Chiefs was traded to the Rams for their 29th pick, a 5th round pick, their 6th round pick, and next year's 3rd round pick.
Put the picks.
Kansas
Yeah,
City?
that's what
You are
Lafitte has
in a
said for
rebuild.
years.
Jamie, wait.
Sorry.
You're good, buddy.
So it's Will's turn to go first.
It's a reunion. If you guys didn't know, real quick before I get to the whole reunion part, the Rams needed a cornerback because 4 of their upcoming free agents were cornerbacks. He's also from California, and the reunion of sorts is he played for Rams passing game coordinator and defensive backs coach Jimmy Lake when he was at University of Washington. So he has familiarity with the coach who will
of
be
that
coaching
position.
him in the NFL. So it's a reunion of sorts.
Yep. Megan?
Little surprised. I knew McDuffie was on the way out in KC. The Rams, but listening to what Will said, it makes sense now. Yeah, going to be interesting playing the Seahawks in the future. That it'll be interesting to watch.
I know exactly what that was. Do you know what that was? They couldn't cover JSN on top of not being able to stop Kenneth Walker.
The more I think about it, But I'm with Jamie and anyone who says KC are rebuilding. But do you know how much that saved KC on their cap?
Because this was the third. Remember, wasn't it 2 years ago he was almost a free agent? This is the third year when the cap clears up. I think they already restructured Pat Mahomes this week too and cleared up $30 million in cap. I think this gives them another $10 million. So now they should be sitting about 44.
I think it's 45. I think it's
45. Yeah, I was thinking 45.
I was just guessing at 44. I didn't look at the.
No, you were, correct in that guess too.
I woke up late this morning and that was all over blowing up my phone, so I haven't had a good look. It makes sense, as Will said, that he's got the experience of working with the coach there. Bring it on. Seahawks will look forward to whatever that brings.
Keegan?
For the Rams side, holy crap. Plus need. That's a big move.
What the fuck?
Chiefs, for the Chiefs, they're coming off a bad season.
The worst season they've had since Andy Reid got there. Probably since before Dick Vermeil.
They're coming off the worst season. And quarterback is hurt. Uncertainty with Travis Kelce. It's just time to start over.
Dom?
Basically, the Rams, all but 1 year, it goes way further back. Like, the 1 year they didn't say F them picks, they drafted Goff. No. This was like maybe 2 years ago.
Okay, the last two seasons they had first round picks. That's when they got Jared Verse, and then they got Braden Fiskey, and then Dallas Turner. Is that the other one they got this past season?
Yeah,
no, Dallas Turner was Minnesota.
Either way, like that window is still pretty wide open with Matt Stafford. So they're like, we're gonna go for it again. F them picks.
And here's the big thing. Do you know what this means? Because a certain superstar wide receiver that's unhappy where he's at tweeted out that he'd love to work out with lemon yellow and royal blue for the Rams. They don't have the capital to get him now. Justin Jefferson.
Oh yeah, I think it's also JB. I think it's also a nephew to the Seahawks. Like, I still have Rams fans in chats. I mean, talk about the 2-point conversion and all of that, and I think it's just like, and how they should have won the first seed, and it's like, we knocked you out because you sucked and you blew a 16-point lead, you fools.
And they got housed by the Panthers.
Yes, that was the other thing I was about
and
to
Atlanta.
say.
So Atlanta.
I think it's a little.
That showed up for the Super Bowl parade.
Yeah, 300. But I get you.
I think it's a little bit of an FU to the Seahawks as well. Let's just say.
What's your thoughts on it, BA?
It's to your point, Megan. That's what exactly it is. It's called an arms race, and whoever gets the best arms at the end of the free agency or during the draft is going to be the one that's going to try to take that division. And I think the Rams really did a very good job in solidifying themselves to the point that they're going to be running neck and neck with Seattle again. It's going to be hard for Seattle to repeat because it's very hard for teams to repeat in the NFL.
Arizona's winning that division. Jacoby Brissett for the win.
That's comedy. Now that's funny.
JB, can you do me a favor and clip that so I can say "told you so" when I add another Lombardi and 3D Lombardi to the trophy?
It'll be clipped, but yeah,
Hey,
good luck with that.
Mike LaFleur
Right,
did the
good
right
luck
thing,
with
but
that.
when he came in, he said, "We're getting rid of Kyler Murray, and I want my guys." That's what you do as a first year.
that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And
100%.
they're picking
Go ahead,
early
Jamie.
enough. They're picking early enough that somebody may want somebody, and they don't have to draft there. They could trade back if you think
True.
about it. Because
True.
if you look, what they need more is O-line and defensive players. There's a couple of defensive players they may want. They're going to need. Well, they have Trey Benson coming back off of that injury. His injury wasn't as bad as James Conner, and before he got hurt, he was looking like he was going to be the next Gibbs. If you think about it, that game before he got hurt, right after James Conner went down.
Whoa.
Right, I know that's a stretch, but okay.
No, I mean, look at it. He had 80 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. He had 3 touchdowns on the ground. He rushed for 130.
He's not wrong.
Who did Arizona hire for the head coach?
And let's
Mike
take this
LaFleur,
back
and
a
guess
step
who he
further,
came from?
Jeremy. Though,
Rams.
but
He was
nobody
Sean
knew who
McVay's
he was. That's the
coordinator now.
point.
Jamie.
Nobody knew who he was.
Dom was
It's the
asking me a
second
question.
year, that's
That's
gonna
Yeah,
be
why.
no, I know,
the-
man.
the-
I'm listening to BA. All good.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm just saying that the Benson, that's fine and all dandy, but this is nobody knew where he came from in his first year. So next year they're going to say, "Oh, I know how he." And if you watch this film, I know where he cuts. I know how he does this, and I know how he does that. Let's see what he does in the second year.
Yeah. Good point.
All right, Jamie, your take?
Well, to answer Dom's question, Dom, they hired Mike LaFleur. He was just the offensive coordinator for Sean McVay and the Rams.
Oh, okay.
Matt LaFleur's little brother.
Yes. Yes, he is, Jamie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, he is, but he did come out of the McVay coaching tree, which, if you think about it, everybody says this coaching tree. Everybody forgets McVay's out of another coaching tree.
Kyle Shanahan.
Isn't he out of the
Shanahan.
Reed?
It's weird that the Shanahan tree has produced Super Bowl winners when Shanahan hasn't won one yet, whether an OC or a head coach.
Do you think so?
Those who can't do teach.
Yes, I was just like, do you think maybe the students should become the teachers? Or
No,
To
I think the
teach
students
how to win?
surpass the teachers.
Oh yeah, 100%. But I'm saying you're right in saying Shanahan hasn't won, but all under him seem to.
Because what have I called Kyle Shanahan now for the last 6 years?
Shanahan.
Scamahan, because he scams a check out of the 49ers every re-up. Because he does
He
the
has
exact
his
same thing.
qualities.
I got 49ers.
Super Bowls ain't one of them, but he
I
has.
got 49ers friends already telling me they're winning the Super Bowl in the Rams' backyard.
Hey, the Sean Payton tree's
Pretty good too.
Yeah, but think about it. It's starting to you're starting to see a rise of young coaches coming from his tree now, like Joe Brady with the Bills and Jim Leonard is the DC, and then you also got the Cowboys DC. Dan Campbell.
Somebody.
Oh yeah,
Dan Campbell. He was Sean Payton was the offensive coordinator for Campbell at Dallas when he was tight end.
And he was Dan Campbell was also the passing game coordinator for the Saints under Sean Payton.
Yeah.
And then I almost forgot him, Christian. What is it? Christian Parker, I think his name is, the Dallas DC.
The JB podcasting tree is huge.
No, Christian Parker.
Christian
Parker before he worked at Philly was also with Denver with Sean Payton. Him and Jim Leonard were were with Denver together.
Guess who's a passing coordinator for Sean Payton now?
Me.
Johnny Morton again.
Yep.
Guess who his offensive coordinator is? Davis Webb.
God, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
He went right back to Denver to the old position.
Bo Nix flourished under him.
Yep. In his rookie year.
Yep.
Davis Webb's the OC now.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get on to the next bit of news.
QB.
The Giants are parting ways with linebacker Brian Okereke, salary cap casualty, and the fact that they're switching to a 3-4 defense from a 4-3, where he becomes obsolete because of his size. He's a little too big for the outside linebacker of a 3-4 and a little too small for the middle linebacker who does all of the running back tackles. So I understand it. What I don't understand is where they're going to have to attack it in the draft to get their big middle guy. Again, like what the Jets had to do when they drafted the linebacker out of Michigan that year. Who was that? David.
Oh gosh, I'm blanking.
Dabo?
No.
That was
middle
Baltimore.
Linebacker. He was an outside.
Yeah.
This is back in the day.
Was it
Oh
Irons?
gosh, I'm blanking. I know who it is.
No,
I'm
he was
blanking.
better than that. But he actually was a 3-year Pro Bowler for the Jets.
Gold?
That time that he was
it David?
Not
I
Gold.
can't remember the hell his name is.
I know Larry Foote went to the Steelers. He was there forever.
How far?
We're going back a ways when they did that.
Oh, I'm blanking.
So
It's gonna bug me,
linebacker
JB. You
from
have to look it
Michigan?
up.
Yeah.
You
JB,
have
do
to
you
look it
think?
up.
JB, do you think they go after
Nick
Styles?
Mangold? Or no. Fuck.
You're gonna have, it's gonna bug me, JB. Someone look it up.
Harris. David Harris.
David Harris, yeah, that was him.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I heard
Hey,
someone
he was
typing.
good for the Jets while he was there.
You're supposed to be on that, Keenan. Come on, man.
I said I heard someone typing, so I didn't have to.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
typing.
come on, you should have been
All of us are
typing.
typing.
Come on.
It makes sense. A lot of teams are actually going to 3-4, and that like your linebackers are fast now. A lot of them have like running back speed now. These linebackers do.
So we did get some Lions news this afternoon that I don't know if anybody noticed. We did get the ERFA contract done with Jake Bates to bring him back this season, because otherwise he'd have been a free agent. So now that he's an ERFA, next year he's a restricted free agent, which means we don't have to do it right at the team re-signing period. We can wait anytime in the offseason to give him his deal.
Yep, we did that twice in Seattle on Monday as well.
Oh, I get it. Thank you, Will.
It's the kicker. I didn't even know he was up for a new contract.
Well, yeah, because we gave him that 2-year futures deal last year.
Yeah.
And that it was the end of it. And he'd have been a free agent if we didn't do it. So I get it. You do that and you make him a restricted free agent for next year, and he can't go anywhere else until we're ready to sign him. You know, and I'm going to say something now, and a lot of Lions fans are not going to like it. We should treat Jahmyr Gibbs the same way. Now that Monty's gone and he's going to have to be the dog, accept the 5th-year option. Exclusive tag him the first year. Exclusive tag him the first year, and then transition tag him the year after that. 3 years of control, and if somebody wants him in that year after that, they can trade for him, pay him more, and give us draft compensation.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is because they're saying that he's going to want generational money and set the market at the running back position. In other words, his agent will probably be asking more than Christian McCaffrey makes.
Wow.
Can you explain I know what the franchise tag is, but the difference between that and the
the exclusive tag means that no one can talk to him. As soon as you get him, he's under your control for a season.
Yeah, we did that with Tyus Howard and Kalani.
Then that's based off of the top 3 running back salaries at that time.
Right.
So that's why it's going up every year, because the market says that it goes up every year.
Yeah.
The exclusive tag is based off of the top 5 because it's a little bit less restrictive and it allows other teams to contact him, offer him more money per year than the tag, but they got to give the team that tagged him draft capital to get him.
Right. Yep. So we did that. We tagged Helani and Okada on Monday with the exclusive free. So is that the same thing?
The exclusive tag is the one where he stays with your team. No one can talk to him.
Right.
That's what I was
Okay. Yeah,
getting
we
at.
did that with Ty Okada and George Helani
There's
on
the
Monday.
franchise tag, and then it's the transitional tag. It's called the transitional tag because that's the one where somebody can talk to him. And speaking of which, the 4 tags that we did hear went out this week was Kyle Pitts with a franchise tag, your guy with the franchise tag, George Pickens with the franchise tag. Who gets the transitional tag this year? Quarterback, Indiana Jones. Brees Hall got the exclusive tag.
Yeah, he got the exclusive tag. Yeah.
So
It's like, yeah, we like you, but
And he might not even be ready at the beginning of the season.
Right. And that's why they did that. Because if another team wants him, they have to pay him more than $37.66 million per year and give him draft compensation to get him when he's not going to be able to play till like mid to late October. So, that's a buyer beware thing. That's what that is. It was like, okay, you want him, you're going to pay him. That's what that was. And that's a brilliant business move by the women running the Colts organization. Do you remember the one is the president, the one is the vice president of football operations, and the other one's signing the checks and contracts? I think they're doing a great job. And I think that was a brilliant move in that situation. But other than the tags, we did hear that who is that? Nick Folk plans on playing again this year for the Eagles at 41 years old. He is not retiring.
That's going to be interesting.
So I wanted to touch on that real quick. Kickers last a long time. Look at George Blanda, for God's sakes. George Blanda.
He was playing until he was my age, I think.
Yeah, 50-something.
yeah, but the difference in playing a long time is that you got to play good too, though.
So I got some notes on Nick Folk. 12th all-time in field goals. In 507 attempts, he's made 431. And for extra points, he has attempted 550, and he's made 533.
Awesome.
I want
Megan?
percentages.
I did my homework.
Percentages.
Yes, I'm with you today. Percentages.
That's about 85 to 90% on both of them. How's that?
there you go.
Yeah, and he's
I don't want
jumped
guesses,
around
Jeremy.
a lot.
I want actual
Sorry, I don't have my calculator out. Damn it.
I have
You're
mine,
making
but I
us do
can't
work.
the math.
Well, we do not want to do math. Okay.
Megan, math is terrible. Nobody likes
Yeah,
it.
And we
my
don't want to
math-
do meth
Someone
either.
else said
My math
Jameer
VA?
gives an extension.
My
ever.
math is Australian math, okay? So no, we're not doing it now.
Okay,
Australian
Megan,
math
what's your take
is
on
different from- Sorry.
what is your take on Nick Foltz coming back another year?
Interesting. I like that the older players, kind of like in hockey, do come back. Interesting to see how he lasts because, you know, JB, you and I are a similar age and older bodies break down. Ask me how I know.
No way.
But yeah, good luck to him. If he feels he can play another year and injuries allow him to, don't let age stop you. Go for it, my man. Good luck.
Keegan?
So with kickers, it's kind of more of a common thing now. Older kickers are playing it now, and also, who's the leader of the field goal unit? The kickers.
Yeah.
If you wanted that kicker to teach those guys. So it's just a common theme in the NFL right now.
I got to push back on that. Would the Ravens rather have had Justin Tucker make that kick at the end of the season or rookie kicker Tyler Loop?
True, good point.
Touche. Good point. Good point. There.
Hey, JB, I have a question. Is he the oldest guy in the league right now? He can't be, right?
Probably. I don't.
think
know
one
if
of
he
them.
is. He's one of them. He's got to be
One of
close.
them.
though, but
I don't
How
think
old is
so.
Rivers?
Yeah,
Old man Rivers retired
I
again.
think, no, but I think
Dang.
I hear JB in the back.
Yeah,
I got it.
Jamie. Thanks.
Thank you.
We need a 24 live cam of Jamie. Did you just hear the off-screen combo he had? Y'all, it's a reality show waiting to happen.
Oh, hey, I'm back.
So it's Rogers.
Hey, guess who we
Yeah,
got?
that's what I'm saying. Rogers, Rivers.
Robbie! Now he can talk
What's
shit
up,
in person.
Hey, Yenza, how are you?
What's up,
What's up,
Robbie?
guys? Hey, what's going on, guys?
So, I went and made money tonight. That's why the show didn't get set up till after 8 o'clock, because we didn't even leave the lot till 7:30. I didn't get home till almost 8, and I had to eat. And I'll leave it at
What'd
that.
Well, I'm waiting to eat, so wrap
What'd
this
you
up.
eat, JB?
Okay,
I'm always
starving.
interested. You always make good food. What'd you have?
I didn't make shit. I stopped at Taco Bell, which will equal shit
Well,
later
I'm
when we
getting
get off the air.
McDonald's.
So if you, yeah, right. If you, yeah,
Deliveries.
you ain't left yet.
You eat shit to produce shit.
Right through you.
All right. Robbie, what's your thought on Nick Foltz coming back real quick for the Eagles?
Nick
41
Foltz
years
still in the league?
Yep.
Right.
I didn't even know you're still in the league.
Nick Foltz, the kicker. He was
Oh,
their kicker
the
last year.
kicker. I thought you were talking about the quarterback. Yeah, that quarterback.
Oh,
Oh,
he's still in the league. He's just a bench rider somewhere.
Nick Folk, he was always a power kicker. Not so good on the accuracy though. If I was him, I would just call it a career. But hey, if he thinks he can keep going, you know.
Yep. All right, BA, your take?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you talk to this age stuff, man. Now I'm the oldest person on this panel. So,
That's right. You got me by a
So,
few months, thank God.
yeah.
Well, I'm a December baby, so you both got me by a few months. So
Oh, I got you by
You're a
5
baby. You're a
years
baby,
plus that.
baby, because you're not even 50 yet. So you're a baby.
I'm 50 this
Anyway.
December, BA. So
Yeah.
tread bloody
Yeah.
carefully.
So I got you by
Yeah.
6 years in a couple months. Stop it.
Exactly. The baby up in here.
Yeah, I'm a baby.
Nick
Yeah.
Folk, hey, if Philadelphia wants to retain his services, obviously they think he can still do it for another year. Hey, hey, go for it.
Not the baby.
Got no
Who did he
problem.
win? Is he a
Jamie?
free agent?
Philadelphia.
He plays for Philadelphia. Jamie, what's your take on Nick Folk coming back?
Oh man, you mean the guy who broke the Bills' heart twice on Monday Night Football, kicked 2 53-yard field goals against
Yeah, that
Dallas?
That's the one. That's him.
I like the guy. You know, he's a cool story. I mean, he's kind of like Baggett said, the older guys. You know, he keeps his body in shape. He does all the right things nutritional wise. Hey, if he can still play, he can still play.
So all I got to say is he's 1 year younger than Jason Hansen was when he retired. And when Jason Hansen retired, he is the Lions franchise holder still for field goals at 495 made.
Oh, no,
And he also
Yeah,
at one time was the league's highest scorer in NFL history until wasn't that LT that broke it?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it was LT.
So think about that. LT retired in what was that, 2018?
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Murray was 39. He was about to turn 40 when he retired. He had a 14-year career with the Lions, and then we had 18 years of Jason Hansen.
And then he went to the he went to the Cowboys one and was part of their dynasty that won a couple Super Bowls. Eddie Murray.
Eddie Murray was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then he went to Washington to join Norv Turner when he left Dallas to take the job with
Right.
the head coaching job at Washington.
Norv Turner's tree has been better than he has. If you think about it, you look at
His kids are impressive.
Even his son Scott. I mean, he's been he's younger, but I mean,
I just said that, yeah.
I think he's been a better coach than his father.
Oh yeah.
well. What's funny is while we sit here and talk about Norv Turner's coaching tree, guess who's out of it? Drew Petzing.
Really? Didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Norv Turner, while he was head coach of the Browns, hired Drew Pensing as tight ends coach, converting him from a defensive linebackers coach from Boston College to tight ends coach. Then 2 years later, he became the quarterbacks coach of the Browns. Then he went to Minnesota, became the wide receivers coach and the running backs coach.
Yeah.
So other than offensive line, he's been all three phases of the offense outside of that.
I've been
That's awesome.
everywhere, man.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Oh,
Now Jonathan Gannon's short tree.
Like I said, the JB podcasting tree is pretty big too.
It's getting there.
Yeah,
I actually came out of the Detroit Lions out on the Prowl tree. Jim Bordeaux is the one that got me into podcasting, and I will give him respect. But that's another JB. So JB podcasting tree.
I can't.
Hawks Nest podcasting tree. Sorry, JB. Sorry.
I know.
Came out of this JB's podcasting tree, basically.
Yeah, I think we all came from different trees. Most of us here.
Yeah, I'm a redwood bitch.
But Jim Bordeaux, it was funny. It was 2021.
I'm sorry.
I was just doing. Dom remembers this because he used to join them. We'd do trivia Mondays. Keegan would be there. There'd be a couple of other guys from my Kneecap Biters page. And I would just sit there and rattle off questions that I knew the answers to. And Jim Bordeaux, after everybody left, he stayed on. He goes, "You didn't have your phone out." I said, "No, I have to use my phone to do the lives because I don't even have a computer right now." And he goes, "No shit." You know,
Dude,
back then,
JB
if you exited a Facebook Live to look something up on your phone, it
You
turned your
exit.
camera off and you exit it and you had to jump back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and this
he
character
goes-
right here, we're in a podcast together.
Yep.
When you
Back
both
in
live, when you both
Oldfield,
live
huh?
to tell the tale, BA. Good on you, sir.
And he
I
literally
heard from-
said, "Holy shit, Jeremy." He goes, "What?" He goes, "You know more Lions stats off the top of your head than I've forgotten in my 20 years of podcasting."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I
the
was
same
like,
with the Hawks. I'm the same with the Hawks. Yep.
and I said, "Okay." He goes, "I do a podcast on Fridays where I invite other guests in. You may have heard of a few of them. One of them is Micro Mike, who's now known as Mike Kimber. Dose of Dion, which is Troy Leanda. Anthony of Roar the Lions UK. He also, we're
I know
talking
Anthony.
worldwide reach." And he goes, "I'd like you to be a guest."
Wow.
And that's how I got started in podcasting. Was that
then-
year in the 2021 season where we hired Dan Campbell. And then he introduced me to Adam Souls and Logan and got me a part of We Are Lions Nation. And he said, "They're a newer podcast. They're still growing." They had 29 subscribers. I was like, "Oh, they must be brand new." The end of that first season, they had 209. And that's when Dom and I found out from them after one of the Friday shows we did that they had been doing it 3 years.
Wow.
And after that last week, I said, "Well, guys, with the growth that I've seen here, and I'm not saying it's all me, but I think it's time I do this on my own." But I made it through the entire season. I did not miss a game. As bad as that season was, 3-13-1. And on January 24th, 2022, Kneecap Biting with the Motor City Lions was born.
I forgot what day and year exactly I joined you because you
I know
got
when
me from sideline.
I know when I joined the Hawks Nest.
It was just before the draft that year because you were a part of the draft show when we drafted Aiden Hutchinson.
2020.
I remember.
Oh,
I know when I
shoot,
joined the
was-
Hawks Nest, it was
And that was
Just
because
before-
I got. Oh, go
One
ahead.
second.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to give the backstory here because I got involved with Sideline through Scott Morgan Roth because that offseason, Dom was on there and they were talking about the difference between the Matt Patricia era and the Dan Campbell era. I said, and I literally, the first comment I wrote on Scott Morgan Ross podcast that day on Inside the Pigskin was that, "Oh, you mean Matt Patricia and Boob Quinn?"
I
Yeah,
remember
and then
when
you recruited me that same year.
I remember when I joined the Hawks Nest. So Brandon does Between Enemy Lines. Basically, we'll talk to a content creator of the team we play. And this particular year it was in the off season of 22 because I was going to off season of 21 because I was going to Seattle in 22. And he did a podcast with a friend of mine who I'd already known for the Saints, and they had like a panel, and this was the first time I was ever on camera, and I was nervous as all hell. I had met Brandon, had watched Brandon for years, but spoke to him for the first time. And everyone was like, "Who's that? Who's the Aussie? The Aussie knows." So then he made me a head mod, and then we do the call-in shows with our members. And I've been doing it now 4 years.
So
And
JB,
people notice when I am not in chat. They're like, "Where is she? Where is she?" They know when I'm
Megan,
not.
JB grabbed me from Sideline because I was with Sideline with Dom because we had a show together, Dom and I and two other guys. That show folded, and JB's like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
It was a combination of things that made that show fold. Don't just say it just folded, because there was many things that made it fold. That Sunday show you did called Basket Bros, if I remember right.
Yes, Basket Bros.
Yeah, was that right, Dom? Basket Bros?
1 second.
Yeah.
Okay. And so he was on, not Inside the Pigskin. I think it was one of the Fire Ups. He was invited in to be with me on Scott Morgan Ross podcast. And Scott got mad at him and booted him off the show at the end of the show and everything else. And he contacted me through Messenger, and he says, "Hey, I'm interested in working with you if you got a show for me." And it was this show right here, the NFL Roundtable Talks. And at first, he was just talking about the Panthers back then, because he didn't become a Lions fan right away. It was something that grew on him. But my very first Lions fan cave chat, which was the Friday after my first Roundtable Talk, which my first Roundtable Talk had Keegan, it had Dom, and a couple other yahoos that were from other teams. I can't even remember who they are now. Do you, Keegan?
No.
And we were all just doing the same thing we're doing now, reading off the headlines and giving our takes on it. And that's all it was. And it was honest takes from people of other fan bases. And it was fun. And this show is the one constant I've kept, is the Wednesday night show. And the reason why I did it Wednesday nights is because I wanted to do the pick'ems. I didn't want to be doing pick'ems on a Thursday night when a game was played. So you're losing a game automatically on the schedule. If you're doing it on Wednesday night, you're picking against every team on the schedule. And I think Keegan and BA were the only two people on my show that beat me last year for wins.
You jerk.
I know I had 196, and both of us had just over 200, if I remember right. Am I right?
And I think, JB...
You're muted, BA.
I think, JB, we met on another Lions podcast, and you invited me here, I think, because now people, if they can't get Brandon, they're like, "Oh, I wonder." They contact me and just say, "Hey, are you free?" Because it's Thursday here, so I play. My mother was saying today, even in the off season, we can't freaking get you to go out to lunch with the family because you're freaking. Football or hockey or so, and it's true. I'm going out with her tomorrow, but it's sort of from one Hawks Nest stream to Jeremy's stream, back to the Hawks Nest, back to the NFC West round. Literally, that's all in my diary weeks ahead. So,
Will has to exit real quick, so he wants to give us his Panthers update. So let's talk about your Panthers, Will.
Yeah, the Pampers, the full diaper, the Pampers. No, I'm kidding. I got some right here.
Hey, you guys won the division. Your pamper got changed this year. It's not quite full.
It's not so
They
That
backed
depends on
into
the
it like a
draft.
dump truck.
Some very cool news got announced from the Panthers. Say we are playing the Hall of Fame game this year
Who are
against.
you
Yes.
playing?
Oh,
We're
Who
playing
are
the
you
Hall
playing?
of
Who are you
Fame
playing?
game against the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh,
Which
pants
is
them for me,
cool.
Will.
Because just one sec, it's cool because guess who got inducted into the Hall of Fame this year? One Larry
Luke
Fitzgerald,
Kuechly.
one Luke Kuechly.
Yep.
Nice.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they're the honorary captains that game.
Do me
Probably.
one favour. Will, one favour. Pants the Cardinals so I can make fun of my brother, please.
Always.
Thank you, sir.
That's the
You
goal.
do God's work.
Always.
Asking a team to pants the Cardinals is like asking the girl to make the guy look like a fool on prom night that she's dared to date.
No,
no.
I say, again, I say, my brother supports the Cardinals in two sports:
I've got to
baseball
run
and
though, guys.
football.
Thank you, guys.
I know.
Thanks,
You're
Will.
welcome.
Thank you, Will. You have a
Will.
great night.
Take care,
See you
Will.
guys
Good
next
to see you,
Wednesday.
brother.
Keep that butt chin warm.
I'm going to move Yinzer up to the top real quick. Bing, bing. There, now it's even again.
There he is.
Yay! Now I'm top
All
of
right.
the podcast.
So the last bit of news that came out this week was holy shit. Oh, wait, there's two. I just realized I missed one. Kyler Murray will be cut.
That's what I just said, Mike. The magic Mike LaFleur.
Yep.
Yes, God
Jamie?
bless. God bless that.
How does that make you feel, knowing that the Keebler elf will no longer have a hive to crawl out of?
Well, I can finally start eating my Fudge Stripes cookies again. Even though I was doing that even when he was there. But I'm just saying, it won't be as offensive now to eat them.
Oh, well played.
Yay! Top that.
So you're gonna say my name right after Jamie. I thought I was supposed to got it down.
I was going to say I'm not going to be able to play Call of Duty for the foreseeable future.
Well, really, it's not. Okay, he's released from Arizona, but where do you think he's going to go? That's the question.
I saw a lot of people have said Minnesota. I think it's Miami.
I think you're right.
Geez, what did Miami and or Minnesota do to deserve that?
Well, according to Ryan Clark on ESPN, if the Ravens had Kyler Murray instead of Lamar Jackson, they'd be winning the Super Bowl. That guy.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you heard that. Yeah, Ryan Clark said that.
Weird when you said Ryan Clark.
Well, when he said
Ryan Clark.
Can I throw up in my mouth at the thought of that, Jamie? No.
No, don't blow the Jets.
Good night, Nick. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
You'll be good at Jets when you want to
Eric
take
Glenn
for
doesn't want Kyler Murray.
No way in the world do the Ravens want or need Kyler Murray.
I know who wants Kyler.
I heard it. Jets were getting Tua.
Tua played football.
Rob's gonna be mad at me, but Steelers.
Nah, they're getting held hostage by Aaron Rodgers. They ain't gonna
Tua
go.
want to know what a terrible towel is.
Isn't that what he
Terrible
wipes
concussion.
himself with? Hang on, a terrible towel. Isn't that what Tua wipes himself with after bathing?
It's right there in front of Yinzer.
That's that awful Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
Miami Dolphins #1 song. It sounds like a kindergarten.
My mistake.
Okay. Dom, what's your take on Kyler being let go?
Not surprised. They thought they were going to trade him. They realized no one wants to trade for him. So like, we'll just cut him. But yeah, Kyler Murray, Jets, Jets.
Oh God, Keegan.
Don't they got Justin Fields still?
Right.
I think the reason why they didn't trade him because no one wanted that contract. Now that he's cut and that contract is off, people are gonna want him.
Right. And that's the thing. If here's a team that nobody's talking about, and I heard Minnesota, but they're $44 million over the cap, and they've restructured less than we have. They are cutting people. They are cutting people left and right. They just cut 3 of their 7 defensive tackles, and it was 3 of their better ones.
And guess who's on trade block too? Jonathan Bernard.
Oh, Jonathan Bernard.
And Michael, you know that how. Asking for a friend.
Hey,
Go back to Mars, Michael.
To quote Chris Pratt from The Office, hey, it's called a comeback. I saw it in the video. Kim Kardashian had come on her back.
Yeah, to get that terrible time, you have to go to Uranus.
Michael, you can verify that through your Kim Kardashian's OnlyFans account, can't you? Just asking.
I was going to say, Michael, how would you know that?
That's what I just asked him.
Yearly subscription.
Yeah. Subscription details, please, Michael.
Oh. Megan, what's your take on the Kyler Murray?
If Kyler's been cut and no one picks him up, I cannot play Call of Duty ever again on Xbox.
Oh,
sadly.
That's right. You'd have to switch to Call of Duty because he's shit. But anyway.
Call of Duty. I am a big Call of Duty fan. I've been playing for over 20 years. Not surprising. If anything surprises me about Murray being cut, it was that it took this long.
How would you know that, Michael? You're a little obsessed with my forehead.
I was going to say, obsessed with my... Hang on, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie, I will admit, this is the first show I've seen your face for 80% of the time you've been on the air.
That's what I was trying to tell Michael here, and he keeps writing that.
I know, because every week all we ever see is from your eyebrows up.
Eyebrows up.
You're like Wilson.
It's like that neighbor from Home Improvement or whatever.
Yes, I was just saying Wilson.
Wilson. But to it, I'm surprised it's taken this long for Arizona to finally bite the bullet, so to say.
Do you know why? Because this is the 3rd year of the contract where the balloon payment's there and the dead cap's less. That's exactly what it is.
No,
this
but
is the first year.
No, I understood that, Jeremy, but what I mean is from the time the season ended, they started the speculation of Murray being cut, and it's however many weeks since the end of the season is what I mean. Because
March 2nd was the first day of the actual NFL season.
Yeah.
So it actually only took them 2 days to cut him.
Of course. Yes. Okay, that makes sense. But no, I'm glad he's out of our division, so we have to pick a new target when we play Arizona. It's like fish in a barrel to go fishing, isn't it?
All right,
like
Yinzer.
What's my take on Kyler Murray? He's 5'10", standing on a 3-foot ladder. That's my take on it, man. And if he comes to Pittsburgh, we can do a 1v1, and I'll quick scope him right out of his little red shoes.
The only thing I would say, and we all heard this is the rumor. I heard it from Ralph Williams the last time he was on this show. You guys remember it was about 3 weeks ago. He said the only reason why you haven't heard anything about Aaron Rodgers is he's on vacation and on whatever trip he's on right now, or halfway around the world. When he gets back, supposedly he's going to re-sign with Pittsburgh because they hired McCarthy. But that decision will be made after he gets back from his vacation.
Yeah.
AKA his darkness retreat.
Right.
He's definitely Murray's definitely not coming to Pittsburgh. So it's definitely Aaron Rodgers' comeback. So
I think it's either gonna be the Jets, the Dolphins, or Minnesota is where Kyler Murray ends up. And the only reason why Kyler Murray will end up in Minnesota, think about that wide receiver room and the weapons they have. That'll be the best roster he's been on in his entire life.
Or the dark horse signing would be the Rams as a backup.
I don't think
hell no,
happen.
he does not go to the Rams. No.
Because there's rumors that Matt Stafford is soon to hang it up or something.
Why I say
Stafford already said he's coming back this year.
Yeah, and the Rams wouldn't go in a division for a backup.
I think, plus, let's pass
him
the Rams.
He could go to Las Vegas. He could go to Las Vegas.
No. Vegas is taking Mendoza.
Yeah.
And Vegas's cap space is shitty at best.
But
They
you're
can't
going to be
be-
able to sign because of the guaranteed money on Kyler's contract. Somebody's going to be able to sign him for peanuts, is what I'm getting at, because he's partially paid by Arizona already.
True.
Okay. Here's the other big news that came out today. Dallas restructures Dak Prescott, CD Lamb, and offensive lineman Tyler Smith, clearing $66 million in cap space.
Watch it get blown. Watch them blow it.
They want to re-sign Pickens, don't they?
No, Pickens is on the franchise tag. They're not going to re-sign him. They're going to let him play it out, because what if he does exactly what he did at the Steelers, play great one year and then falls on his face the next? So let's see if he divas out. What they're going to do is rebuild that defense. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yes.
And they got Christian Parker as their DC. They're going to be running a more Sean Payton style 3-4, multiple different looks on D.
So the timing of all those restructures was before the McDuffie trade. I have a feeling Dallas was pushing hard for that trade so they can sign him long term. But the Rams' offer was too much.
I don't think Crosby would go to Cowboys.
Jerry Jones does, like every other Cowboy fan does. I'm all in.
As much as you want him, Megan, go look at the odds on FanDuel on who Max Crosby will be traded to. You want to know who's in the? Yeah, it's us, you, and two other teams that are down there in the bottom five. Up at the top, do you know who's actually ahead? That was prior to Drew Dahlman retiring, though. I think those odds will change tomorrow.
Yes, that's what I'm saying that now, but I want to see. Yes.
The odds bet was plus 250 that he'd end up in Chicago, plus 350 he stays in Las Vegas. I'm betting you by tomorrow, when the new odds come out, he'll be staying in Vegas.
But how can he with the cap space? How can he? Because I thought that's why Vegas was getting rid of him, because they can't pay him.
Had nothing to do with cap space.
Before the new league,
he's already paid. He paid him
I'll
already.
explain it, Megan. So right now is the unofficial start to the league year, and there's a rule that every team has to be cap compliant before the new league year starts. When you sign people during this time, it creates salary cap money when you sign people.
Oh, yes. You're right, Jamie. Sorry, I was forgetting that. Yes.
Good job, Jamie.
Because all 32 teams have to be under the cap by the new league year starts. Even the New Orleans Saints that.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
no, you're
the
right.
New Orleans Saints do the same thing every year. They restructure the same 9 guys every year and kick that can. They're going to be doing this for the next 10 years before they get close to even. I've looked it up.
No, Brandon had actually explained that to me, as Jamie just did, and I was forgetting that. So, yeah, no, good point.
Who would the Saints restructure? Because I was looking at the roster earlier. The guys that they normally restructure are free agents this year.
They're going to have to restructure Olave. They're going to have to restructure a lot of people. Trust me. They're going to have to kick the can down the road. I think Kamara is not a free agent till next season, technically. He's a restricted free agent this year, which means they could restructure him.
Yeah, but Cam Jordan, Demario Davis, they're both free agents this year.
I know, and that cleared a lot of their cap room. They're nowhere near as bad as they used to be. They're not sitting $90 million over the cap again, thank God. I mean, they've got it down to where they're in the 40s, I think it is now. I think Minnesota's further in cap than the Saints are this year, and that's
55.
crazy.
Yeah, that
they're
sounds
55,
right.
negative 55 million in cap.
Yeah.
So compared to the 90 million they were 5 years ago, that's a huge improvement.
Yeah,
True.
So if they were able to clear up 90 million and get it to where they had 18 million to sign their draft picks, who's to say they're not going to do it again? And the other one, they're making Derek Carr a free agent, which is the 3rd year of his contract, because he's unretiring. So that money comes off their books.
About 39.9, about 30.9 mil comes off the books after they restructure.
I wouldn't hold your breath for
his
any of
contract
that,
gets cleared.
Michael. You'll die of asphyxiation.
That's funny. It is funny.
It's funny, but don't hold your
You
breath.
know what's funny? Here's the funniest thing about the Rockies. If you look it up, other than Todd Helton and Troy Tulowitzki, what major sluggers have they had on their team? Because guess what? Away teams average more home runs in their stadium than the home team does in that thin air.
Yep, I knew that.
And it's not even close. I heard it's like they had 1 year that they broke over 100 home runs, and I think that was back when they had Todd Helton. And away teams average 160 home runs that season as a total.
Colorado's just bad.
And unfortunately for
bad.
Scott Aldred, who was drafted by the Tigers, a guy I would have graduated with had I stayed at Montrose High School here in Michigan. He was drafted by the Tigers. He went to Colorado, and he literally got shell-shocked into retirement. He played one season there. He ended up with an ERA over 7.
Wow, okay.
But we're talking about a kid, when I played with him, he was in the 9th grade, and he had an 85-mile-an-hour fastball in the 9th grade, which was unheard of in the 80s.
Nice.
And only 4 guys out of the 20 other guys on the team hit home runs off of him.
Wow.
I was one of those 4. And I was a little guy. I just had a pure swing. Top trendings on X.
Jay, I've got to get going, JB. It's 3 p.m. here. So,
shout out.
Yeah, I've got a couple of.
Shout out your channel and then whatever you want to talk about for your team.
So it's not my channel. It's my best friend Brandon Keynes. As you can see, I'm the head. I don't want to think of Jamie's right earlobe while I'm talking about the Seahawks. Thanks, Michael. The Hawks nest.
We're not laughing at you, Megan. We're laughing at you.
No, I'm waiting for you to finish laughing before I continue.
Oh.
So we are. So it's the Hawks Nest, Brandon Kane. We are eyes deep in the draft, free agency. So yep, you can find us on YouTube. 2 pieces of Hawks news. George Holani and Taya Carter were tendered exclusive right free agent contracts. Taya Carter for $1.145 million and George Holani for $1.075 million. Boye Mafe looks increasingly like leaving us and heading to the Eagles. Hang on, where's the other piece? Giants, as we said, for K9 look like they are really circling him. And the rumored move, Shaheed to the Browns. And also Sam Darnold, John Schneider, our GM, I can't even say it, is our QB for the next 5 to 10 years. So there. So I'm heading out. So thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here, Megan. We appreciate you. Congratulations on your Super Bowl win. Keep gloating.
The Lombardi. Lombardi on the shelf. Thanks, guys. Good to talk to you as always. And Jamie, be careful of your right earlobe and your forehead. Apparently, you're trending, brother. So, all right. Talk to you soon. Talk soon, guys. Take care.
Poor Jamie. Jamie over there catching strays.
So
there.
So the big cat, Vinny Castilla, Nolan Arenado, and Dante Bichette, they just never existed.
No, existed. I'm just saying they're not known as a team for racking up home runs is what I was getting at. When they have a home run hitter, they have one guy doing it. 90% of the time. And I just don't get it.
Individually, they're really good players, but as a team, they suck ass. Still suck ass.
I don't care. Even when they get good pitchers go there to die.
Because it's a home run park. It's not home run friendly.
Well, the air's so thin that even I might hit a home run in that park. Especially if I'm hitting off Colorado Rockies pitchers.
Right. They can walk you and you get it inside the park home run.
Well, didn't that happen? Didn't they walk somebody and they didn't throw it right back to the pitcher and the guy stole second, then he threw it to center field?
I remember seeing,
but Colorado, anything's possible.
I think I remember seeing something about that.
And a bit of an announcement update. We are now at 643 subs here at the Motor City Kneecap Biters. So we're growing slow and steady every week. A 350-pound pimple kid on prom night could hit a home run in Colorado. Yeah, that's because they've had free weed longer than any other state.
What's their state motto is the only thing higher than the altitude is the citizens in Colorado.
Yes, that's it. Especially in Boulder. And they ain't talking about meth.
That's right. Rock candy.
Oh, so Yinzer, what's going on in Pittsburgh?
Nothing really, man. It's been very quiet since football season ended.
So you said that Kenneth Gainwell might be getting his walking papers, huh?
Yeah, because more likely they probably going to let him walk because I think they would have re-signed him by now, which I think will be a stupid move because he was probably our best offensive weapon last year. All season, he was the team's MVP.
Leading receiver. Now, wait a minute. Fucking Larry Walker.
What about Larry Walker? Oh, you talking about Colorado?
Yeah, another Rocky slugger.
He's another good one.
Was that pre-Helton era?
One of the things I did hear, Gagaraga back in the day, right?
The big cat.
Yeah, the big cat. Yeah. They had players. It just didn't. The team just didn't coexist. That's all. I did hear one thing about Marshawn Lattimore after they're going to let him go. One of the destinations he might go to is Pittsburgh. What do you think about that?
Oh no! Please no.
You don't want
don't do that, babe. Why you have to do that, man? Come on, man.
It's a rumor.
Everything was going smooth. I was in a good mood. And now you're going to say Marshawn Lattimore. There's like cheap paint now. He can't cover.
It's just a rumor.
And you guys are it was announced you guys are getting rid of Jalen Ramsey too, right?
No, we're keeping him. Omar Connery said they're keeping. Another rumor I heard is if the Dolphins release Minka, we're interested in getting him back.
I heard he's on the trade block for now, but I heard if it's like just before March 15th, because they don't have to let him go at March 11th. He's under contract.
That's if a team's willing to take his salary. I think he'd do like what 20 mil.
I heard that if he's because isn't March 15th the cutoff for roster bonuses for teams?
Yep.
That's it. It'll be March 14th. He'll be let go at 11:59 p.m. Watch.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. I never wanted him to get traded in the first place. I wanted him to stay last year. Person, I think he's going to Buffalo, Michael.
So, Jamie, what's the news around your Bills?
According to Senator Connor McGovern, it looks like he's saying right now that he looks like his days at Buffalo are numbered because Brandon B hasn't talked to him yet. But I think maybe it's a ploy to start talking. But right now, I take it as if he might be out the door, which means we could re-sign David Edwards and then just put Cedric Van Granger, our guy we drafted in 2024 on a rookie deal, to put him at center. So it's going to be interesting to see. I also think we're going to restructure Josh Allen's contract to get cap compliant too. So we'll see about that. And I want to get I really want to get that wide receiver. And one name to actually pay attention to, I think, that is flying under the radar, but could fly up draft boards after his combine, is USC's Jacoby Lane. He's 6'4".
He already did.
What?
He already did move up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a guy who I think the Bills should look at is him, because he's 6'4", 200, very polished, coming out of that wide receiver U factory of USC. The only thing that USC is known for producing good wide receivers. That is true. Their route running and everything.
You really didn't just say that. I'm not trying to interrupt you, but tell me you did not just say USC is a good wide receiver school.
It traditionally it's
Tell
bad.
me 3 good ones.
Robert Woods,
LSU.
Robert Woods, right? He was pretty good.
Keyshawn Johnson.
He was USC. Okay.
Keyshawn Johnson.
Jordan Addison when Jordan Addison.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Amon-Ra is about to be the best ever when his career is over.
Jordan Addison, right? I mean, there you go.
Okay, he's pretty good.
Before he shit the bed, Juju Smith-Schuster was good before he shit the bed. And then
Juju Smith-Schuster, and I'm going to say it again, was only good when Antonio Brown was his number one.
Yeah.
As soon as Antonio Brown left, Juju Smith-Schuster fell apart in Pittsburgh. Because he wasn't a number one wide receiver.
Amon-Ra St. Brown's at USC, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Amon-Ra St. Brown. Michael Pittman. Was it Michael Pittman?
Yeah, he's good.
Michael Pittman. I thought he was OSU.
Junior. Michael Pittman says right here, Michael Pittman Jr. I don't remember.
Because the one thing about the USC receivers is they're great route runners. That's the thing. They're polished receivers when it comes to running routes.
Let's pre-combine Jacoby Lane's consensus rank was 182, and he is now already jumped up to 106. And that's
his issue is he's got to be able to block though, and Joe Brady's philosophy and Dan Campbell and
no block, no rock.
No block, no rock.
You don't block. You don't
that with Joe.
You might find this kind of interesting too, Jamie, based on the Buffalo Bills situation you got going on there. Graham Glasgow has been named as an interest for the Giants, Bills, and the Browns.
Ooh.
Yep.
We might need a center if McGovern's gone. So
Glasgow, was that the line center?
Oh well, you're really gonna be hurt. You get Glasgow.
That was the one that. Yeah, I remember now.
Hey, you know what?
Bad with Joe Brady. We'll see.
No,
we have one of the best offensive line people in the business.
I'll tell you what. When he was a right guard when he first got here, he was damn good. He made a Pro Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys get him to shore up your right guard and use your second-year guy center instead of Glasgow, I think you'd be better off.
Right, because that means we would have to get rid of David Edwards to do that, though. Actually, right guard is Osiris Torrance. David Edwards is left guard. So
yep.
He's a right guard.
Osiris Torrance is able to play either side, because I remember when the other guy you mentioned, when he got hurt, Osiris Torrance started at left guard, and you brought in your backup at right guard, and you guys were still okay.
Yep.
So that is something that you could consider. You could consider cutting that left guard, moving Osiris to left guard, and having Graham Glasgow. Graham Glasgow at left guard or center is bad. Just ask any Lions fan.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know what we need? Glasgow not to go to the Bills. Just to piss off the Garden Dome. He goes to the Giants.
No, they already signed Jan Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Da 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 da.
His name is
Drake London was from USC too. Drake London's from USC.
Yeah,
too.
Drake London.
Keyshawn Johnson.
Him and Amon St. Brown played together.
You said that right? Okay.
I said that. While you guys were rattling off the other ones, I said Keyshawn Johnson right away.
Yeah, Keyshawn Johnson.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
Gary Colbert count?
Keyshawn
Jordan
had
Addison.
an underwhelming career.
Gary Colbert?
As a 1-1. This motherfucker just said Kerry Colbert.
What's wrong with that?
He wasn't that good.
His numbers.
Lynn Swan was better. That was a better name.
I mean, as far as receivers go, there's really a couple of schools that put out really decent receivers right now, and that's OSU and LSU. They put out really good receivers.
In USC. I mean, USC has put out good receivers the last 4 years.
Exactly. Yep.
Well, they're like third in that totem pole because LSU
Right. Wide receiver U, number 1 is LSU.
Right.
Number 2 is OSU. Bama remains to be seen because Devonta Smith, you don't know what he's going to be like without A.J. Brown.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a Juju Smith-Schuster factor.
Yeah, also not a number 1.
Right.
J-Mo's not a number 1 either.
Right. J-Mo's a number 1 because once teams start to target Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's open.
Well, theoretically, he's not a number 1. He is the number 2 receiver. Amon St. Brown gets the load, but J-Mo is still a number 2. But they're capable receivers that come from Alabama, yes. But I think I agree with you on the point that you got to see what they're like. I mean, J-Mo's already shown us what he can do by himself without Amon there.
According to the Google gods, USC is number 4 in producing the best wide receivers.
That sounds right.
I said Bama also has
Waddle. Number 1.
I thought they were top
Number
3.
1 is Ohio State.
Number 1 is Ohio State. Number 2 is LSU.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Jalen Waddle. Also
who's number 3?
Not number 1.
Bama.
This year,
Bama's number 3?
Bama's 3 and Miami's number 5.
And Miami's 5. That sounds about right. You know who's not in the top 10? Go Blue. Neither is Michigan State.
Not in the top 25.
Who's that top 10 for offensive linemen, though? I guarantee you that. And linebackers.
Who
Brandon Edwards?
A long time ago.
He wasn't great. He wasn't great. Look at what Braylon Edwards was great at Michigan, but not in the NFL.
1 year.
He was good, but not
Manningham, another guy. Manningham was another guy that wasn't that great. He had that one moment in the Super Bowl.
Braylon had like 12 or 1,300 yards of
Mario
like
Manningham.
TDs that 1 year. He never had 1,000 any other year.
Right. I know.
Amani
Hey, I'm not defending Michigan on wide receivers. Trust me. They've had better tight ends. They've had better offensive linemen and better defensive linemen that have came out of that school.
We do have the GOAT
Michigan receiver ever
as quarterback.
Yes, you do.
It's
you got
Amani Toomer.
And one thing Michigan has that nobody else has: a national champion quarterback that has a Super Bowl ring his freshman year, or a rookie year in the NFL. One Mr. Brian Greasy.
I wish my college produced more better players.
John Elway took the final snap, taking a knee.
Wait, doesn't Greasy have a Super Bowl as like a position coach too?
I don't know if he does or not. I just know as a player, he's the only one to have a national championship and a freshman Super Bowl ring. Because Tom Brady didn't get one till his second year in the NFL.
His dad didn't even do that.
Who was Greasy the backup for his rookie year?
John Elway.
John Elway.
Oh, okay.
He went to
97
Miami
co-champion.
after Denver, right?
Yep,
I'm
I believe
trying
so.
to think of who he was playing for. The Bears, I want to say. Because didn't
Who?
Greasy start for the Bears for a minute?
Greasy, I don't think he was on the Bears. I think he's on Miami, but I don't think he's on the
Miami
Bears.
for sure. Denver.
Yeah, he was on Denver.
Denver, Miami, Tampa,
Greasy.
In San Francisco.
Tampa twice, and Chicago.
No, he wasn't.
Here's
Yeah.
the crazy thing. Do you know what
He did play.
his record was as a starter? He played in 51 games. Guess what his record was in the NFL?
Greasy?
Yeah.
51. Probably like 27 and 24.
Try 31 and 20
Wow.
as a starter.
I know when he was starting for Chicago, we beat them and it snapped our like 20-some game road loss streak.
Yeah. Then you
But
got
he played
opinion-
for
also
he played
Michigan is the
for-
only.
he played
Go ahead.
for Denver, Miami, Chicago Bears, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the San Francisco 49ers.
For real though, who is
Who was his last team?
NFL receiver from Michigan?
Okay, I'm sorry. He played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last, but he serves as quarterback coach from 22 to 24 for the 49ers, so he has not won a Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
I'll say he went to the Super Bowl, but he didn't win one.
Right.
And Michigan's the only school that's harbored a defensive Heisman Trophy winner too.
Yeah, for years
Charles
I always
Woodson.
thought there was another one. Now it's just Woodson.
So it's
Yep.
Woodson.
Also, Michigan's the only team in NCAA history to run the table, shutting out every opponent.
Of course, that was in like 18
Believe it or not, it was 1901, and George Heisman was the quarterback.
Okay, so leather helmets, and before the advent of the forward pass and the black player.
Desmond Howard was a decent receiver.
No, he was not.
No, he was a better punt returner. He was a
Yeah.
better
He was
punt returner, 100%.
Super Bowl
Of course,
MVP.
I would say gadget player for Howard.
He won a Super Bowl though. Yeah, he did win a Super
Yep.
Bowl.
Won a
Super
Super
Bowl
Bowl in Green Bay.
MVP.
Yep.
Based off of the fact that he was a really good kick returner in that game. Didn't he return one for a touchdown in that game?
He returned a
Against New
kick
England?
for a touchdown, and 2 punt
Yeah.
returns for touchdowns.
No.
He scored 21 of their points.
No.
So, question for you, Robbie. Do the Steelers have plans with Roman Wilson?
Oh, Mike Tomlin was the reason why he was getting held back. But Mike McCarthy, I think he has a shot at contending for a number 3 right now for the slot receiver.
Okay.
I don't want him to give up on Roman Wilson. I like the kid.
So,
Yeah.
does any one of you have any Lions news I don't know?
I've been kind of
So
black.
that's basically the end of the show. Robbie, tell everybody
did
where they can
celebrate.
find you.
Before I start, I did celebrate Jonnu Smith getting released today.
Oh yeah, that's right, Jonathan.
Yeah, that happened.
Hey, where you can find me? Normally, if I'm not on the podcast, you can find me right in the comments.
Keegan,
Oh,
Say
crap.
you're live.
Give me a second. You can find me here. I was going to change my name, but you can just find me here.
all right. Dom,
Here or in the comments. At
Guys,
some
I gotta
point-
get going, all right?
okay, Jamie, have a good night.
Okay.
At some point, probably We might do like a draft preview show. I don't know what's going on with the gauntlet at this exact moment, but it's not dead. It's just on hiatus. No one answered my question still.
No, you're not wrong. McGovern probably is too expensive. Because unless we do major restructures, I don't see us buying any big free agents. I think we're going to do mini moves, like the guy that's going to be a cap casualty from the Cardinals, their center. I think it'll be somebody like that you'll get for like $2 to $5 million.
Bargain basement shopping.
That'd be so money if they cut him.
His Doughty for Holt.
Yep.
Yep. All right, BA. Where can people find you?
I'm going to do my Johnny Carson impersonation again. I'll be everywhere, man. That's where I'm basically at.
I mean, Johnny Cash.
But I'm Johnny Cash. Yes, man. Johnny Cash. And I produce for the McGrath Podcast Network. One Ass Cheek, Three Toes should be back online probably around the draft time. I'll do an exclusive draft show for them. I'm on here every Wednesday. Well, I try to be on here every Wednesday. Yeah, that's and sometimes I'm in the comments too. Actually, I'm everywhere.
And I won't do the longest outro.
He left.
Like Jamie does, but I will say you can find Jamie on Twitter at DJ Dog Tags. You can also find him on Driving to the Top Productions, where he's on his Stadium Rant, Bills Mafia, and all of that other good stuff. But you can find me right here every day, Monday through Friday at noon, Wednesday nights 9:30, Friday nights at 9, and soon every week doing baseball talk on Saturday nights during the baseball season. On this channel, Kneecap Biting with the Motor City Lions. You can also find me, that's the YouTube channel. You can also find me at the same name on Facebook, or my name, which is right there. And Smoking Jeremy on Twitter. But you can find my writings at the South Florida Tribune about the Lions, and you can find my writings about the Jags and the Buccaneers at the Roundtable IO.
Wait, so the Bills guy is still here?
No,
he gone.
No,
he
gone.
He said that McGovern said Bean hadn't tried to get a hold of him, so he thinks it's a ploy to try to get Bean to talk to him real quick before the free agency starts.
I heard a couple weeks ago that they felt good about the rest of their depth at center, but no, I just wanted to harass them because it's like Kansas City missed the playoffs. Bengals missed the playoffs.
Yeah, every time
Ravens
he looked down, he was banging it on his phone.
Yeah, but it goes over his head wide right.
I want to end this show the way I end every show. Try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. It's the only way to make the world a better place. Much love to everybody that was here. Will Vogo, Megan, Jamie, Yinzer, Keegan, Dom, and B.A. I am Smoking Jeremy B. This has been the NFL Roundtable Talks. And remember, spade and neuter your pets.
Damn it,
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.